Hey everybody, Afrologik vlog number 9. I'm still hanging in there. It's probably not going to be a once per week thing anymore because I don't do well with schedules. I just like to do things because I feel like doing them, except for blogging. That I will continue my schedule, but I have been known to do more than to do an extra one just because I had something on my mind or whatever, which is really how this video thing should work also. I should just not so much feel like I'm on a schedule, but just do it when I feel like doing it, because sometimes things pop into my mind. They only stay there sometimes for maybe a couple minutes, and then I totally forget them. So in my effort to not do that anymore, when I feel like saying something, I'll say it, and I ain't mad at that, and I hope y'all ain't mad at that either. So anyway, topic for this blog rather. This is something that irritates my soul when I hear people say it, because it's like, oh, really? Okay, so I know some people, and I'm sure you all know some people, or maybe you are one of these people. If you are, cut that shit out. Anyway, I can't stand when people have an idea or something that they want to do, and then they'll, instead of just jumping at it, or at least doing some research and finding out what they need to do in order to accomplish whatever it is that they want to try, they come up with all these excuses of why I can't do it. I don't have time to do it. I don't have the money to do it. I don't have the resources to do it. Any old thing. I gotta go to work. I got kids. I got all these other things that I gotta do, and I really don't have time to do it. That is how dreams die. Every time I hear somebody say something like that, I just really want to jump down their throat and just like stomp on their stomach. Because where is the strength, the bravery, the creativeness? Where? How you ever gonna accomplish anything if you're waiting on the right time to do it? The right time to do anything is never gonna come. That's just the reality of the thing. The right time to tap into what it is you want to do is never going to come. Understand that it is always going to be other things out there that you need to do, and you will always prioritize them over the other. And sometimes you just got to step outside of practicality and say, I'm gonna do it anyway. This is 2019. You got resources beyond measure. There is no reason to just not do something because you don't have time or resources. You got time to be on Facebook. You got time to be on YouTube. You got time to be on IG. You got time to work on your dream. You really do. Just think about life as it is. Most of the things that you use, the life that we know, the things that we are dependent upon, are all the products of not being practical, all the products of impracticality. Think about a car. Somebody got tired of riding horses and was like, what if I can make something that's got a motor in it that will protect its passengers from weather? And if nobody ever had that idea, we'd still be riding around on horses. Dig, I like horses, but I can't have a horse as my main means of transportation. Somebody one day got tired of living in a cave and said, hey, what if I could build a foundation, and on that foundation build walls and a roof, and people could live in that? It would be more private. It would have a door. And if that person hadn't had that idea and pushed forward with it, then we would be still living in caves. So I'm saying all this to say that sometimes you just got to push anyway. I'm sure that the person who decided we need to create motor vehicles probably had to deal with scrutiny and criticism from people who was all like, so you gonna make something with a motor in it and people gonna be able to move from place to place with it? Man, you crazy. The person who started with building a house is like, dude, first of all, how you gonna build a foundation? And we all have those naysayers in our lives that just, they want to come at you with why you can't do it. Why it's not, and probably your friends or family, they're the main ones to tell you why you can't do something. It's always more reasons to not do something than it is reasons to do it. And those are called excuses. Always reasons why you can't do it. I mean, it's always going to be more, and those reasons are going to make more sense than what it is you want to do. It's going to, those no's, don't do it, are going to be way more sensible than those, yeah, I can do it anyways. So step outside of yourself. Let me tell you, I started writing Afrologik in September. My laptop was broken. I just got it back. My laptop was broken. I have a desktop computer, but as I think I've told you, I work from home and I work with that computer. So I didn't want to blog with that computer because then blogging would feel like work and I would stop doing it because I don't really like work. Um, so 64 of the blogs on Afrologik were written on my iPhone and my iPad. And my vision was screwed up because of it, but now I'm on this blueberry and kale regimen. I can see much better now. But I had screwed my eyes up because I wanted to do Afrologik. I had been encouraged to do so, and I had got it in my heart and my mind and my soul that this is what I want to do. I could have said, I'm going to wait until I get my laptop fixed, and then I'll do Afrologik. I could have said that, but I promise you, two things would have happened. I would never have gotten my laptop fixed because I ain't have time to mess around with that computer anyway when I'm spending 40 hours a week working on that other computer that's paying the bills. I wouldn't have gotten it fixed. Ain't no question about it. And if they didn't get it fixed, that meant there would not have been an Afrologik. So I had resources, may not have been the resources that I would have preferred to have. Definitely impractical to write 64 blogs on an iPhone and an iPad. But I did it because I wanted to do it, because I believed in it. And so I sat there at my table and I typed up all those blogs, inserted, and everything that's on the first 64 was done on an iPhone and an iPad because that's what I wanted to do. I had a friend of mine who I'm not following it. Um, Disbelief, in a nutshell, just disbelief. And that wasn't the only one. But I had a lot of other friends who knew that I was a good writer, and they encouraged me. So I'm saying all of that to say, it's gonna be reasons for you not to do it. I mean, definitely knowing that I would have to type on iPad and an iPhone for however long, it would have stopped me from doing, that's impractical. Eventually I would just stop doing it, especially when my eyes started going. But like I said, I totally believed in it. So you can't let what the reasons why stop you from doing, the reasons why not rather, stop you from what it is that you want to do. You have the resources to do them. Just take a leap. Believe in what you want to do. If you really believe in it, you will make it happen. I am proof of that. There's a lot more things I want to do. And probably when I do them, I won't be ready to do them. But it's what I want to do. So stop making excuses. Stop talking about the reasons why you can't do whatever it is you want to do, because that's just you talking yourself out of it. And sticking with that job that you hate. And sticking with that life that bores the water out of you. And sticking with all the things that are comfortable because they work. So it work, but are you happy? Are you doing what you want to do? Probably not. I know I wasn't. I was not. I had one event in my life to change everything, and that happened in 2018. And that was the catalyst for me going, this ain't enough. And it wasn't easy. I went through emotional difficulties, serious emotional difficulties. I worked while I was dealing, and I'm going to say work, I meant on Afrologik. I worked on that blog while I was having emotional issues. I worked my emotional issues out with that Afrologik. I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't have the resources that I wanted to have. And there was definitely more reasons to not do it than there was to do it. And if this little lady can have that kind of ambition, that kind of to get up and do it. And I told you, I'll tell you again, I'm a habitual quitter. So if I could do it, anybody can do it. It's just, do you want to do it? Do you want to break free? Do you want to get out of that raggedy ass shell? Yes, I called it raggedy. Do you want to get out of that raggedy ass shell and and accomplish some things that you want to do? It's up to you. It has nothing to do with I don't have enough money. You can make it work. I ain't have enough money to get my computer fixed. Well, I wasn't making room. I wasn't maneuvering things around getting my computer fixed. And getting computer situation cost me less than $300 to fix. Bam. Could have been done that. It's just I was using that as an excuse. But I had the resources. I used what I had in the meantime, and here I am. I'm not saying it like Afrologik makes me buku money, and I'm not saying that. It really don't. But it helps people, it helps me, and I do it. So go out there, build a car, build a house, give the world, give the universe something, the people under the universe rather, something that they need. You can do that by giving yourself something that you need. We are all cosmically designed to do something unique that stands out against what everybody else is doing. And I promise you, it's not sitting at home being comfortable. You're not doing nothing for nobody there. If you want, you got to give. That's just how it is. I ain't make it like that, but that's how it is. So this is Brandy Badass. I had to get that rant out because I really, truly cannot stand when people say why they can't do things if they want to do them. Like, make a way. Make a way for it to happen. It's going to take time. It's going to try your patience. You're going to get frustrated. But if it's really what you want to do, you will make it happen. Brandy Badass, y'all. And thank you for watching. Bye.